Hello everyone. So today we have Dr. Jasmi with us, and Dr. Jasmi Hafiz is the current team leader of the Malaysian Earth Science Olympiad. He studied applied geology and economic geology in the University of Malaya and went on to obtain his PhD in geochemistry, economic geology, and radiometric dating from Technical University of Clausthal, Germany.
Okay.
He is now a senior lecturer in the Department of Geology of University of Malaya. So hello, Dr. Jasmi.
Hello,
Thank you for
everyone.
joining us
Thank
here
you.
in So, Dr. Jasmine, now that you are the team leader of the Malaysian Earth Science Olympiad, can you tell us a bit about the national selection test for the International Earth Science Olympiad?
Okay, actually for this year, okay, we just finishing do all the questions for the preliminary round, okay, and basically we will sorry, I have the info here, okay. Right, so in terms of the registrations for the preliminary round, it's already open. Okay, it's open on 24th of January. Okay, and the registration will be closed on 9th of February. Okay, the regional or the preliminary competition will be held on 19th of February, and it's supposed to be on 30th March, or before that the result will be announced lah. Okay, and we currently the team, okay, in terms of the team of the MyESO, now is currently do all the promotions to the schools and also higher institute learning, okay, that eligible to compete. Okay, all the what we call the starter pack, the starter pack lah for the info pack for the MyESO 2022. Okay, that's the things that I share together with you. Okay, that one you can just blast it to all your friends or your schoolmates and so on.
Yes, thank you, Dr. Jasmine. We have received resources and we will share in the description down below. So,
Yeah.
Dr. Jasmine, Earth Science is a very interesting subject. It is not in the core curriculum of the school. So,
Yeah.
How would you describe Earth Science to the students out there?
Okay, Earth science is actually whatever related towards the Earth, the planet system, the planetary systems, all our the what in terms of the surface processes, and in terms of we can also have a components of oceanography and also astronomy in that particular Earth science lah. Yeah, actually Earth science are very subjective, and the subject is not formally in our syllabus, so that's make it slightly not complicated lah, but we have to align it properly, okay, because there are some schools that do the in terms of the syllabus slightly not in the good alignment lah. Okay, so actually in terms of in terms of a science is very wide, but whatever that we are consider in terms of the MyESO and also the IESO is only a few components, okay, involving meteorology, oceanography, geology as a base, geophysics and also astronomy. So it's in terms of earth science ni, it's just covered everything involve earth, okay, system, process, mechanism, and in terms of the way you in terms of the surface processes and so on lah. Okay.
I see. So, it talks about all this, everything about Earth, right?
Yeah, it's more or less everything about Earth lah. So it's very very wide actually. That's every time we have not a problem lah in terms of discussions involving all the states or the country representative in terms of the world team member also. We always have not a problem lah. We have like argument and discussion in terms of the syllabus, because it's a very very wide things. So normally we in terms of for now we are in the agreement, and we are in terms of the everybody is agree into of these 5 sub syllabus lah. Okay.
I see. That's great. So, we have a few photos that you sent for the International Earth Science Olympiad, and can we go through the photos now?
Yes.
Okay, so here you can see 6 photos. Do you want to describe what these photos are about?
Okay, actually, this one I just put in terms of the some of the layout and what we do during the 2018 and 2019. Okay, unfortunately, we don't have that in 2020. 2020, yeah. We didn't have any. And 2021 they do the online things. Okay, but we didn't join the 2021. Okay, because one of the things that have to be agreed is we have to be in one place, all the mentor and also all the students, but that one is not agreed by the Kementerian Pendidikan Malaysia. So unfortunately we cannot compete in 2021, but we are in accordance for the 2022, even though the 2022 will be carried out also online. Okay, but the Kementerian Pendidikan Malaysia already given like a green light that we can be like in one place for all the students and also all the mentor and so on lah. So hopefully we go through this year. Okay, so here in the pictures is what we have. Okay, in 2018. Okay, we are in Thailand. During that time we are in the Kanchanaburi and all the settings of the place. Okay, so here is some of the pictures that where we have our opening ceremony and closing ceremony in the universities. Okay, this one, the middle picture is you, okay, with the teams. Okay, during one of the site visits there. Okay, there the pictures on the train. Okay, so you are in the actually in the death railway trains. Okay, so that is one of the things that we share there. Okay, in the middle pictures is what Nadwa and me, and together with the Japanese team mentor, okay, Dr. Junko. Okay, and now all the Olympiad there is on the what we call it, the gate of the trains. Okay, that's the main river Kwai there. Okay, so
Dr.
yeah.
Jasmi, like all these photos are actually like excursions and cultural.
Yes.
So, so like these students, when they get into the national team, they don't just take exams, right? They have chances to explore the country and.
Yes. Yeah,
See.
actually in terms of the, okay, for just to share the things lah, right? So the main agenda for the IESO to be held every year is actually to make all of you mix with other people. Okay, yes, the main objective is to compete and all that, but the ideal thing is to make friends and to make your own and new networking to everyone in the entire world lah. Okay, and yes, all the students, all the Olympiad like you and all your alumni, you are slightly, your stress level quite very high. Okay, in the beginning. Okay, that one is not a scary thing. It's normal to have a stress level like that. Okay, but after that you will be all having your excursions. You're traveling for a bit of part. You see the history part of the areas, the Tuan Rumah area there. Okay, you mix around, you have happy times there. So that's the idea lah. Okay, so and nowadays, okay, you also have in terms of the ITTF, okay, the international team fieldwork things. So you will mix around with other teams, okay, 10 of a group or even bigger this year. Okay, we targeting maybe if the country that involved, and also that one you will also be together online, something like that. Okay, so that's the things that we need to engage lah. Okay, making new friends and so on. Yep.
So apart from the individual competition and apart from the excursion, students can also like work together with other countries for the team field investigation and the
yes. And maybe this year also the Italian team also the in terms of the Tuan Rumah, they will also have like a team presentation and so on lah, because the individual is to test individual strengths. Okay, but one of the key component is in terms of the teamwork strengths lah. And you cannot choose your team. Yeah, that's another what not difficulties lah, that challenge. Okay, you didn't meet this guy or this girl for your entire life. Suddenly you are put together and you have to work as a team together. So that's also things to learn lah for all of you.
So it's a truly like international exchange lah, where every country works together in a team.
Yes, yeah. So that's the thing. You will never be in the same group from your own country, never.
I see. So IESO is actually a very collaborative Olympiad. It's a very good Olympiad.
Yeah, that's our main agenda lah. Okay, so this one, the pictures in 2019. Okay, here we are in South Korea. Okay, in Daegu. Okay, from 26th to 3rd of 26th August to 3rd September. Okay, we actually have our Merdeka Day there. Okay, and all the participants from other country also know about that. There are Malaysian flags there. They also take pictures with the Malaysian flag. Hey, this today our national day and so on. So that's the things, right? This one is the pictures of the opening ceremony. Okay, in Daegu during that time. Okay, and all of us are wearing our national costumes. Okay, so I think in the future also in this year, so even online. Okay, we could wear our national clothes. Okay, whatever clothes that we have. Okay, doesn't matter either it's a Malay costume, Chinese costume, Indian costume, so whatever. So maybe this year if I'm there, maybe I will change it. Maybe I wear Indian costume, whatever. So that's to show our mix cultural here. Okay, it doesn't matter whatever that you're wearing, you are Malaysians. Okay, so these are the things that I said before. Okay, this one is one of our your Olympiad. Okay, Arif. Okay, he do a presentations. Okay, on his teams. Okay, to the jury. Okay. So the jury is, this one is Dr. Yunus coming from in Bangladesh, and this one is, if I'm not mistaken, is from the Finland team, or I'm not mistaken. Okay, so you can see in terms of the Olympiad in Arif group. Okay, that one he is only from Malaysia, the rest is different. Okay, so that's the way that we do lah. Okay, so
the organizers of IESO is made out of professional professors of geology and meteorology.
Yeah, actually it's all in a mix lah. Okay, so let's say like me, I could be from a geology department. Okay, but let's say from Indonesia, there are one professor from geology, but another one is from the climate, like geography things. Okay, there are one lectures in in Macedonia is actually what we call a geography. Okay, from we have one from chemistry also. So it's a mix. So we try to be a very mixed and very wide in terms of academician and research lah. So to put a lot of input to the Olympiad lah.
See, so International Earth Science Olympiad is a very big event in the community of geology and meteorology and oceanography.
Yes, we try to do that lah, to apply that. Yes. Okay, so this one is the pictures. Okay, in 2019. Okay, this the 3 bronze medalists for our Olympiad. Okay, you can see that one is the Macedonia flags beside Arif. Okay, now is South Macedonia. They have some political things there. Okay, but doesn't matter. Okay, that's their problems and our problem. Okay, but we are as a friends, right? And that one is Chinkiat. Okay, for now is one of the only one silver medalist from Malaysia, but it will change. Okay, yeah, we are targeting. We need to improve every year. Okay, not to put pressure for all the students and the Olympiad, but from time to time we need to progress. Okay, yeah, Chinkiat could be the first to have won the bronze medal, but maybe hopefully by this year or next year or the years coming, we will go have a gold medalist, silver, bronze, whatsoever. But that one is it's a primary target also, but not the most important things. The most important thing, I need all the students, all the Olympiad to be happy, to enjoy the things and bring back some things from the competitions lah. Not only the medals. For me the medal is just secondary. The primary one is to your attitude, the way of you handling things and so on lah.
Definitely, Doctor.
Yeah.
So, Doctor, you mentioned about the performance of these Malaysians in the International Earth
Mm-hmm.
Science Olympiad, like how we go on from three bronze medals into three bronze and our first silver medal by in 2019. So, in
Yeah.
terms of future, you are very optimistic about the performance of Malaysians. But
Mm-hmm.
like Earth Science is not a core curriculum in Malaysia. It's not
Yeah.
it's not a main subject. So,
Yeah.
how do you see for more Malaysians to to be interested in earth science and to help with your vision of making Malaysia a strong player in the international earth science Olympiad?
Okay, all right. Okay, that one is a very good question actually. Why? Because currently, okay, there are some schools in Malaysia already embedded the earth science into their official curriculum lah. Okay, there are some what we call it the MRSM, okay, the junior Mara Junior College, okay, that already that implement the IGCSE, okay, they already put some of that in their curriculums, okay. There are some private school in Malaysia also do that, okay. And actually we in terms of the from the what we call the Geological Society of Malaysia, and also in the Board of Geology of Malaysia, we are already proposing for the Education Ministry in terms of these things lah. Okay, but it will not be happening in the next 1 or 2 years. Okay, it have to be carefully custom made for the syllabus. Okay, but what the things that we can do now is like you do lah. Okay, for me the AMISO, the when you said the Association of the Malaysian Alumni of the International Science Olympiad, that one is a very good thing to start on, because you already happens to be the alumni. Okay, you have the experience going to that the IESO, you mix around, so that one also can be like a effects to all the schools, community, your teachers, the student itself. Because currently we have about 5 to 6 IPTA in Malaysia that have geology as a main bachelor things, like core subjects lah, okay, for the program. But there are some, it's not like a continuations lah. We don't have schools students that having geology in their what you call it in the secondary schools, and suddenly they are jump into geology in the first year. So we need to have that continuations lah. Okay, and what we do now is actually we are closely promoting this thing, okay, in terms of the MyESO and also the IESO towards the ministry punya counterpart lah. And there are some what we call case study from school to schools that already have some component of earth science in the schools lah, in the syllabus. Okay, and for me also, I already also have some of the blueprint of the earth science syllabus from the Japanese education ministry lah. Okay, because they have that in their syllabus. So from time to time we try to make it, if not all, maybe we can start small, maybe a pilot project for, let's say, 50 schools, something like that throughout Malaysia. So that's the start lah.
That's great, Dr. Jasmine. I think that IESO can help Malaysia like incorporate earth science into their curriculum as well. Earth science is actually very, very important, not just to geologists, but to the public as well if they learn about it. So like some parents have asked this question about why should my child join this competition of MyESO or IESO, because like if you see most parents now, they don't like hearing about their children want to study about geology or meteorology. There's this wrong mindset there. So how would you convince them otherwise to join this competition?
Okay, for me, one thing is joining competition is for your own like self exploring things. You can join, then you learn with other people, you increase your attitude wise, knowledge and so on. But why geology? Okay, why a science lah? Okay, because when you if I talk like this, people could be said I'm biased towards the earth science, because I'm actually a earth science people, but okay, when our, let's say one country need to be slightly expanding in terms of resource. Okay, the key thing is to find the resource itself lah. Okay, so the people from the earth science actually study in terms of the earth resource that we can in the future generating our gross our GPA lah. Okay, our what in terms of the resources of the country lah. Okay, so uh, let's say for examples in terms of oil and gas industries lah in Malaysia, our GDP is more or less about 4% of the total GDP of the country. So oil and gas having a very up and down things and so on, but the most important thing is to diversify the resource. Okay, now with all the geothermal things, shale gas and so on, so they get the gas from the shale, actually not from the normal reservoir with sand and so on. So that is one of the biggest R&D that the Petronas are doing now. So so that is one of the elements lah, why we need a science. And nowadays also earth science also include the climate things, right? Climate change in terms of meteorology and so on. So we can just see recently on end of the December that we have flooding in most of the in Malaysia. Okay, we have the hardest in Selangor. So we never imagined that Selangor have a flooding.
Earth science as well.
Yeah.
So that is related. The flooding is related to the earth science as well.
Yes, because meteorology also is one of the process of earth science. So that is the things that in terms of climate change, climate readiness and so on. So that is also to help country and so on. So now some team from UTM, from USM, and some of the from the Board of Geologists also, we are actually doing like very full scale manual for flooding for Malaysia. So we might propose for another smart tunnels to be happen in Selangor and whatsoever, because you can see the effect. Even the rain, the total of rainings in Kuala Lumpur is very high, but there are not much flooding in Kuala Lumpur because of the smart tunnel. The 3 tunnels are deployed on the same day, okay, and it saved quite a lot of like casualties and also money related things lah. So we don't have that in Selangor itself, in Kelang, Shah Alam, Subang Jaya region. So that's why the flooding is, because you have water there, you have exits of water, but it cannot go anywhere. So that's also what we as a earth science people can contribute to give an idea what to do. So that's why these things are, for me, is very important lah. The earth science subjects are very important, and you need it from time to time lah. Okay, it will not just the subjects or the things just cannot be stopped lah, something like that. Yeah,
I see. So I totally agree with you. Like earth science is like underestimated by the public nowadays. Like how you see, you can use earth science to help save so many infrastructure and lives during the floods.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe like if parents can encourage their students to join MyESO, maybe our country will have a new generation of competent geologists or meteorologists that helps with our countries, not only in research but also in economy, in maintaining our country. Yeah, that's great.
So that's why even like us also in terms of the people that organize all the MyESO and the IESO, we also now starting the database. Okay, because we just joined the IESO for 2 years lah, since 2018. Okay, but other friends like in Australia, Japan, Korea, they are already from the first IESO, so they have a lot of database in terms of the students. Okay, for now, for us, we try to get back all from all of you after the IESO, after joining the MyESO and IESO, what you are currently doing now. Okay, where you are end up, something like that. Either you go to the earth science related subjects or in degree or master's level and so on, or you go slightly different things lah. So we just need to because our database is slightly very small now lah. Okay, we have just two pool of students from 2018 and 2019. Okay, but from time to time we are trying to get the infos lah. We will put the infos. Okay, let's say like you. Okay, when you finish your schools, after the IESO and so on, okay, where do you go? Okay, either you go to the background of related to earth science, or you didn't go. So if didn't, why? So that is the things that we need to have a database lah. Because I saw the database from the some of the established country, okay, like Japan and Korea, that they have all the tracks. Okay, for let's say for this year, the let's say the 4 or the 8 Olympiad that goes to IESO, where they are doing, what is they are doing now. Okay, and they have about 70 to 75% go to the earth related subjects lah during the the university level. So that is the things lah. That one also is that's the things that we need to do now lah. Okay, as the organizer. Then we can present it back to the parents, the current parents. Okay, this how they are doing now lah, something like that.
Yeah, that's a very good initiative, Dr. Jasmi. Like if you collect this data and you show that it really correlates to more earth science undergraduates or graduate professionals in the industry, maybe the ministry will even add more attention and funding to this competition as well.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
So what about university application and scholarships? Like, does joining this competition or representing a country helps with this application of universities?
Okay, let's say for because of the in terms of scholarships, okay, all scholarship in Malaysia, let's say the JPA, the MARA, or even the company things, right? The candidates have to go through interview, okay, and during the interview you can show off your things, right? Because all the applications towards the universities normally all now for the IPTA is based on the UPU online system. Okay, so the UPU online system is very rigid. Okay, you have to put your MUET examples, your SPM, your SPM. So it's just like a very rigid things. Okay, but in terms of the main the additional points, okay, the strength point of the students, normally it will goes up to the interviews now. Okay, and yes, okay, the students have a very good advantage if you are having a representative of Malaysia for the IESO, or you have joined the MyESO or even other Olympiad. Okay, there are some of my the faculties students, okay, from the science faculty. Yeah, we have the data. There are some that are involved in like the physics Olympiad. There are some maths Olympiad. There are some also with the Earth Science Olympiad and other things. Sometimes with the kangaroo maths whatsoever like that. From the initial part, okay, primary or secondary like that. So yeah, they have the additional points when applying for like scholarships or something like that. So that one is not related, not related. If let's say it's not related to IESO or MyESO also, any individual things or any additional things could be a help during the sponsorship things.
So just to remind our audience out there, Dr. Jasmi is a senior lecturer at the University of Malaya, which is the best university in Malaysia for geology.
Thank you for that. All right. Yeah.
Yes. If you want to, perhaps you want to join you want to apply to you can join MyESO.
Okay. Yeah. So, okay.
Last question. Because like what we keep recurring right now is that nowadays secondary students still haven't have earth science as their curriculum. So how can interested students study earth science?
Okay, one thing is Okay, in terms of the self learning lah. Okay, self learning. Okay, because you don't have that in schools or whatever. So the main important is to do a self learning. Okay, you can have a lot of reading materials. Okay, in the internet and so on. Okay, and we also in the MyESO team, okay, can actually provide you in terms of the reading materials, books, journals, and so on to all of you to read. Okay, then after that we can after reading, if you have some questions whatsoever, you can put it in writing, then you can send to us to my ESO. You can even send to me directly towards my emails in So yes, we are doing that from time to time. Okay, and sometimes the response is slightly quite overwhelming also. There are some students, we also have the what in terms of lah, and also the MyESO team. Okay, they have the Facebooks there. Okay, the Earth Science, the Malaysian Earth Science Facebook. Okay, some people, students, some interested candidate, they just straight away put the PM there. Okay, private message. Hey, I want to study this one, or I want to learn in terms of, let's say, earthquake. Okay, then we can guide them. Okay, this is the thing. So sometimes I am very interested of astronomy. So is it Pluto planet or not non-planet or something? Yeah, we can have the answers from the actual expertise to guide the candidates lah, the students or what. And for now also, we are actually very because previously we are slightly stopped because of the COVID and so on. Okay, so most of the promotions that we do in terms of science or whatever is more online. But currently we already have clearance from the Ministry of Education and so on. So by the latest lah, the nearest that we have to do, we will do is on the 5th of February in the the matriculation center, okay, the Pusat Asasi we will have like promotions for the science faculty, something like that. So the component of a science will be there, and we will kickstart like like we call a road tour for all the schools in Malaysia. Not all lah, but from the
Peninsula Malaysia.
Peninsula Malaysia. Okay, so to promote a science lah from schools to schools. Okay, and even in Sabah and Sarawak, we will try to have our friends there from the UNIMAS and also the UMS to promote there, because University Malaysia Sabah have quite a strong team of geology there and earth science and geography and also the what we call it, the meteorology. So we also tried to promote them towards the Sabah and Sarawak. Okay, so yeah, because sometimes the limitation is funding and so on, but if you are there already, so your logistic will be slightly cheaper. So these things cannot be done in a very small teams lah. Okay, so we try to make, because we also have some networking, some friends in everywhere, so we try to do it from places to places lah. Let's say in the northern region, okay, one of the universities there that have geology and geophysics is USM. Okay, so they also could cover in terms of Perlis, Kedah and Penang. And the UTP guy can cover Perak and the northern part of Selangor whatsoever. So that's the way we try to do lah for now, to encourage, because for us we need to tackle the public awareness. Okay, because if you want to introduce one new syllabus in the education system, people or the parents whatsoever say, why we need this? Okay, what is the importance of learning type of rocks or whatever, like geophysics? Why you need to learn the S wave, P wave things that happen in the earth? Can it generate money, or it could be beneficial to my sons or my daughter, like that? So yes, the public awareness is very important. Okay, and for examples lah, why for in terms of the public awareness, nowadays in Malaysia lah, I think all of you also knows in terms of the developments of the rare earth elements materials. Okay, nowadays if you go from places to places in terms of earth science related, we are talking about rare earth elements. Okay, and the rare earth elements are already put in the plant transformation Mina Negara until 2030. Okay, why the rare earth elements are very important is all because of the developments, the technology involved, batteries, EV batteries, Tesla cars, and so on. So if you don't have the generations that know that the rare earth elements are very important, so in the next 10 years, this is the players that are doing the things lah. Okay, the professional people. So if you are not start early, so people didn't know. So that's the way the public awareness have to be tackled first. Then slowly we can embed the things towards the education systems lah.
See, that's a very
Yep.
good initiative during the road tour around the country.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
And
doing
we also need some of you in the future, the alumni, to be together. Okay,
Yeah.
because if we just say some things like we cannot be like short sendiri things. Okay, they are the people that doing the things. They definitely they will say all the good things. So you, the alumni, is actually the proof, the living proof that something happens there, something changed you when you go there, something like that. Okay, because you cannot just say, okay, this one is good, but without any living proof. So you are actually all the living proof that we, from time to time, maybe when you are free, whatsoever, you get permission from your parents. Okay, I want to bring you to one place or two places to do a road tour.
I see. Yeah,
You can
I
say,
think
okay,
we can do that as well.
This, our only.
Hello?
Yeah, alright.
Hello, Dr. Jasmi? Yeah.
Yes, can you hear?
Yeah, you're back. Yes.
Mm-mm.
Yes, we can hear.
So,
Yeah, I think
questions
can-
related? Yeah.
Okay, actually, one last question. So you have we have seen just now all these photos about like traveling all around the host country. So there's this question like, do students need to pay, and is it expensive?
Oh, in terms of the excursion, no.
Like,
You don't have
like
to pay.
like the Earth Science Olympiad, like you see people going around the country, like the host country, traveling, seeing all these attractions.
Yeah.
Like, do the team need to pay?
Okay, actually the team yes need to pay, but not the students lah.
Yeah.
The student will not definitely will not, if you want to buy something souvenirs like that. That one sometimes you have to pay lah. But in terms of the fees of the excursions and all that, we will not take any single cents from the students from the Olympiad. No. So even though they have to pay, that is on our part lah. Not the.
So all the students need to pay is just the initial registration fee of around 30 ringgit at the start. So even
yes. So just like that.
When they get selected, when they get selected into the final in the final team, like the country will sponsor them their airfare, their accommodation.
Yes. Even in 2019 also we because when we start in 2018, we don't have that much funding lah, because we don't have anything to show to people. Okay, but when you start the things in 2018, your batch start the things, so we can show the people already. Okay, we go there, we got 3 bronze medal, this the things and that. So in 2019, it's slightly changed already. There are some sponsors that we receive. The student receive like you have the officials jacket, you have official t-shirts and all that to wear from the industry. So what we plan for now is when you have some things to show, you have result. So the money can be coming, not easy lah, but we can get the things from the industry. Because the counterpart that have a lot of money is industry. So we just carry their logos at our main shirt and so on. That's more than enough for them. Okay, then that is our part lah. Because we never ask the student to pay whatsoever lah. It's totally, for me, it's not that good lah, because you are actually the Malaysian heroes. So why we need the heroes to pay or something like that? We do the paying lah, not the Olympiad itself.
I think now a lot of students will be very excited and reassured to hear that if you just participate in the first national selection round, there is a chance that they will be able to not only to compete at the international stage, but also has the free ticket to travel around the country during that Olympiad as well. So I think a lot of students
Yes.
very impressed.
Because we in 2019 also we bring some of the students during the national what do you call it camp, okay, towards some of the places in Malaysia to do a field work and so on lah. So that one also is all subsidized lah. We pay for them. So
So
yeah,
that's very good. That's very good. Very good.
Yeah, because
So
if we asking the students to pay is like burden to the students. We don't want to do that. Yeah.
So that's my last question to you, Dr. Jasmi. So thank you so much for joining us here at IESO. I think a lot of students will benefit from your interview, our interview, right? So do you have any thing to say to the students joining the national selection?
Okay, so for me, if you are interested to join, okay, if you are interested or you don't have the interest much yet, but you want to see what is actually a science, please join, okay, the competitions, okay. Get in touch with all of you, the IESO people, okay, the people that done the things already, so you can share it to all your friends, your juniors and so on, okay. And yes, and you can show the people, the students, that you have gained a very good experience lah towards that. Okay, and yes, it's a things, everybody that join the Earth Science Olympiad or whatever Olympiad, your aim is to win lah. Okay, your aim is to be the best. Yeah, but sometimes you cannot make it, or you not fail lah, but you didn't go towards that level yet. Okay, but doesn't matter. Okay, you can try other times, or you can learn, so it doesn't matter. So the most important, you join first, learn about it, try to get in terms of the knowledge of a science. So yeah, then you might eventually love it and something like that. That's the most important for me.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Jasmi. So
yeah, welcome.
For viewers out there, the links for the registration, the resources, and the link to the Facebook group for MyESO is down there in the description. And also you can join us at amiso.my. We have a Discord group as well with all the alumni from IESO and other Olympiads as well. And you can maybe have a chat with them if you guys want. So thank you, Dr. Jasmi, again.
Okay, no worries.
Next time. All right.
Okay, all right. Have a nice weekend. All right.